your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the tax refunds with the payout dates. We're also going to discuss the earned income tax credit, the child tax credit, and more, my darling. So if you want to know where the money reside, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. It's super easy, right? Click that big old red subscribe button down below and you're in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like if you enjoy me bringing this content to you. It's been sporadic, right? But we're getting back on the daily schedule, so thank you so much for being patient with me. And guys, go ahead and grab a copy of my ebook where I teach you how to make this money on YouTube, especially if we're talking about tax refunds. Honey, you want to reinvest this money, right? So definitely grab it for $14.97 or get some Amazon Prime free for 30 days on your girl. So let's go ahead and kick things off with the tax refunds, because the IRS has already started processing and sending out these tax refunds for payments in 2022 for those who filed early, like last month. Now, for those of you that filed your taxes early, I've been getting a lot of complaints in Shalae where they say, Shalae, the math is not mathing, meaning that the updated bar on the IRS.gov website is showing where the return is received, approved, but the deposits are not hitting the banks on the payout date listed, and it's even going beyond that 21-day period that they anticipated. So here's the payout schedule, which is supposed to be like every Friday, and a lot of people are even looking at their dates on their transcripts to help them find out when they'll receive their refund. So you remember like last year we had did the IRS transcript trick? Yeah, well, it kind of doesn't work. Now, according to the IRS website, a tax transcript will not help you find out when you'll receive your refund. So that trick doesn't work this year. Now, the information on your transcript does not necessarily reflect like the amount of your refund or even the timing of your refund. At best, you can use this information to like validate past filing statuses for mortgage, student loans, small business loan applications, and to even just help the tax preparer. So we all know, like, if you filed using the earned income tax credit or even the advanced child tax credit, refunds were not being processed until mid-February, and this was by law. Like, there was nothing that we could have did by this. Now, if you filed your tax returns ahead of schedule or early, then you would receive your refund at best by today, February 19th. But the IRS estimates that most people will not receive their refunds until March 1st if you're using the child tax credit or even the earned income tax credit. Now, keep in mind, with all this fraudulent stuff that's going on, the IRS may require like more information from you about your return. And if that's the case, they're going to send you a letter. Now, for those that did not file using the advanced child tax credit or the earned income tax credit, then your refund could be delayed as well. So it's like, we all in this together, okay? Like, your refund could be delayed, my refund could be delayed, but now it can be delayed for like if it's just incomplete, or maybe you didn't claim like your recovery rebate credit as well, because we know stimulus payments and they sent out those 6419s that you needed to have as well. Then we also have all this identity theft and fraud, which may require like needing further review, or even if you're using like a form 8379, which is like an injured spouse allocation, this could take up to 14 weeks to process your refund. And then above all, like the IRS is just still processing refunds from last year. So, I mean, if you really just want to know the status of your refund, you can check every night between like midnight and 6 a.m. because they usually update it overnight. So there's no need to check it like at work on your lunch break or every 5 minutes, because guys, it's not going to update until overnight. So right now it's just like the IRS is being delayed beyond those 21 days. Now, here's a few frequently asked questions that were on their website that I wanted to go over, because this may help some people as well. So the first question is, I requested a direct deposit refund. Why are you mailing it to me as a paper check? Now, there are three possible reasons that you can still get a paper check versus your direct deposit. One, they can only deposit refunds electronically into accounts that have your own name, not your spouse's name, or in a joint account. Also, the financial institution may reject the direct deposit. So we've seen this last year with the stimulus checks. And then also, they can't deposit more than 3 electronic refunds into a single financial account. So there could be several reasons why you're still getting a paper check, even though you put on there to have direct deposit. And this can take another delay as well, because we know that if you're going to receive a paper check, that could take 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, at this point, like the Easter Bunny is going to be delivering your tax refund, okay? Now, why is my refund amount different from the amount on the tax return that I filed? Now, all or part of your refund may have been used to offset like past due federal taxes, state income taxes, unemployment compensation, or any debt. Now, we're going to talk later on in the video where like the Department of Education, they're waiving like student loans and even some instances of child support. But if you did have a debt that offset, then you can see a reduction in your tax refund. Or if you like just owe any type of agencies, or you may not have claimed the full entire amount of your stimulus payments as well. So I know a lot of people said, hey, they still filed their taxes and they didn't receive those forms at all. Well, if you did not include like any corrections or incorrect recovery rebate credit, then you'll get like a notice explaining the changes and why your refund was like deducted or why your refund was lower than the amount. What is happening when Where's My Refund shows that the refund status has been approved? So usually when it says that it's been approved, this means that the IRS is preparing to send your refund to your bank if you selected direct deposit, or they're getting ready to mail your check out to you. Now, they anticipate that you should wait about 5 days after the date that is listed to check with your banks, because all banks vary in how they would credit the amount to your account. If you selected the mail option, it could take several weeks before you receive that. So definitely, like, you don't want to start calling them and like, hey, where's my money? Check with your bank first if 5 days have passed, and then check with the USPS if several weeks have passed before you receive your refund. Now, how long will it take for your status to change from return received until return approved? Now, sometimes it can take a few days, but in my experience, it could take a whole lot longer, okay? So the Where's My Refund, it displays like when your refund status is showing like in different stages of the return. So when the return is received, when the refund has been approved, and then when it has been sent. But not always does it reflect like the correct amount of information. Sometimes I've noticed where like they're still reviewing it, or it will display like instructions on what they are doing as well. Those are just a few questions that were popular on the irs.gov website. So let's go ahead and discuss the earned income tax credit, because many young workers can receive anywhere from $800 more on their tax refunds this year. Now, I've talked about this in other videos where they have expanded the earned income tax credit, and they're stating that now this will reach 1 in 3 young adults, totaling more than 5 million workers, or 37% of the childless young adult population between 19 and 24. But what a lot of people may not know, that this is even going to cover like my seasoned seniors from like 65 and up. So the average amount can range anywhere from like $600 to $1,060 more, depending on the state that the worker resides in. So we all know like the American Rescue Plan was passed last March, and it changed the tax code so that workers between 19 and 24 could qualify for the earned income tax credit just for this year. And they expand like the eligibility and the requirements, because in the past, the earned income tax credit was only available to those that were 25 through 64 with no dependents. Now, according to the IRS, many eligible people may miss out on the earned income tax credit this year because they fall below the income threshold requiring them to file taxes. Even though you can still file taxes, it could just be like a simple return. But if you do go ahead and file it, then a lot of people think that they will jeopardize like their other government benefits. So this is like for my seasoned seniors. I know a lot of you say, hey, I don't file taxes, I don't need to. Yeah, but if you do file a simple return, one, this will help you get like your stimulus check that you may or may not receive. But refunds received are not considered income for purposes like of Medicaid or SSI or even Social Security as well. So they're not going to consider this income even for SNAP benefits as well. But won't mess you up if you're on any other government assisted program, including like Section 8 programs where they have like maximum income limits as well. So if I was you, I would go ahead and file a simple return, because you could possibly get a refund, as well as if you're still missing out on your stimulus check. This is a perfect time, because in order for you to receive that third stimulus, you're going to have to file a tax return this year. Now, let's pick up from earlier in the video where the Education Department is suspending the seizure of tax refunds. Social Security for overdue student loan payments until November. So the U.S. Department of Education has suspended where the IRS can take your tax refund for like Social Security, child support, or any other government payments that are needed to satisfy like defaulted student loans until November. So we all know that right now, President Biden has waived the student loan payments until May 1st, but then the Department of Education said, hey, we're going to step in and give an additional 6 months. So the IRS used to, or they still can collect like delinquent debts via like the Treasury Offset Program, but they will not start collecting those debts via their program to 6 months after the COVID-19 payment pause right now. So if you do have like student loans that you are defaulted on, if you have child support that you are defaulted on, come November 1st, if you have not received your refund or if there's anything owed, then they can take it. But as of right now, they're not collecting any of those payments at all. And there's just a lot of other things that are going on when it comes to like federal refunds as well as state refunds. When you are doing that, make sure you check with your tax preparer and just ask them, do you qualify for anything else? Because like in Indiana, they're giving an additional $125 away as well if you meet certain income guidelines for residents in their state. So make sure you check out that. And there's other states that are giving like $250, $500. So, you know, it's just a nice little bonus as well. But let me know, like, did you go ahead and file your taxes early? Have you already received your refund? Are you still waiting on your refund? Have you received a letter from the IRS? Or when you log into Where's My Refund, does it give you a different notification? Let me know all this information down below. I have not filed my taxes yet, but I will be filing them soon. As well as definitely go ahead and grab a copy of my ebook where I teach you how to do exactly what I'm doing on YouTube. And I think I'm gonna do a video about that. Some things that you should do with your tax refund. So let me know if you have any ideas or what you plan on doing with your refund besides paying debt, okay? Because that's not always the best option, but we'll talk about that later as well. And yeah, grab you some Amazon Prime for 30 days free. I mean, I'm just saying, you got a little moolah in your pocket or you got money coming your way, okay? So definitely grab some as well. And that's all I have, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I'm trying to get back on my daily schedule. Thank you so much for rolling with me. And I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.